Hello students, let us continue with the previous class. First question for today. If x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and x square plus cx plus b is equal to 0 have common root, then show that b plus c plus 1 is equal to 0. This is what we need to show, that b plus c plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, given, what is given? X square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and x square plus cx plus b is equal to 0 have common root. So here he says both of these equations have common root. So let the common root be alpha. Now, what do you mean by root? Whenever we substitute this alpha value in x place, you will get 0. That is the meaning of common root. Now, let us substitute this alpha here. Simplies alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equal to 0. I am substituting first in this equation. Also, and alpha square plus c alpha plus b is equal to 0. Let us call this as equation 1. And let us call this as equation 2. Now let us subtract 1 minus 2 to get alpha value. What is alpha value? Let us call this as 1 and 2. Right. Now consider 1 minus 2. We are subtracting these two equations. Alpha square plus b alpha plus c minus alpha square plus c alpha plus b is equal to 0. Now, alpha square plus b alpha plus c minus alpha square minus c alpha minus b is equal to 0. Now, here we can cancel alpha square and alpha square. What are we left with? B alpha minus c alpha plus c minus b is equal to 0. Take alpha common, alpha into b minus c. If I send this that side, you get b minus c. B if it goes here it will become plus b, c if it goes here it will become minus c. What is alpha value here? Alpha is equal to b minus c by b minus c, that is equal to 1. So you got alpha value here as 1. Let us substitute this alpha value in the first equation or second equation. Put alpha is equal to 1 in 1. What do you get? What is first equation? A alpha square plus b alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equal to 0. You put 1 here, you get 1 square plus b into 1 plus c is equal to 0. This implies 1 plus b plus c is equal to 0 or b plus c plus 1 is equal to 0. Hence proved. Hope you understood this problem, children. Let us discuss the next question. Okay. So the very next question you have is, prove that the roots of x minus a into x minus b is equal to h square are always equal. You have to prove that the roots of this equation are always real. For that we need to prove that delta is greater than 0. Okay. Now let's discuss this problem. Given x minus a to x minus b is equal to h square. Let us open the bracket. X into x minus b minus a into x minus b is equal to h square. This implies x square minus xb minus ax plus AB is equal to h square. Implies x square minus x into b plus a plus ab is equal to h square. If h square comes here, it will become x square minus x into b plus a plus ab minus h square is equal to 0. This is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Now, what is that you have to prove? Let us consider the discriminant in order to prove that the roots are always real. In order to prove that roots are real, let us consider the discriminant. How do you get discriminant? Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Here the discriminant is minus b plus a whole square minus 4 into a into c. In place of a you have 1. In place of c you have ab minus h square. Have ab minus h square. Let us open this and calculate. This is a plus b whole square minus 4ab plus 4h square. A plus b whole square minus 4ac will give you a minus b whole square plus 4h square. That is equal to a minus b whole square plus this can be written as 2h whole square. Now here, since this is square and this is also square, it is always greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Here a minus b whole, you got a minus b whole square plus 2h square. This is always greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So that means the roots of this equation are always real, which is greater than or equal to 0. This implies what? This implies roots of equation are always real. This part is greater than 0, so the roots are always real. Let us discuss the next problem. This is our next problem. Find the condition that one root of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 shall be n times the other, where n is positive integer. Okay, what is given in the question? You have to find a condition that this equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 has two roots such a way that one root is n times the other. Let us discuss how. Solution. Given, first we will write what is given. Given one root of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is n times the other. Let one root be alpha. This implies the other root is n alpha. So the two roots we are considering it as alpha and n alpha. Okay, because it is given that one root is n times the other. Okay, now consider sum of roots. What is sum of roots? Alpha plus n alpha, that is alpha into 1 plus n, and sum of roots is equal to minus b by a. Now what is product of roots? Product of roots is alpha into n alpha, that is equal to c by a, that is n alpha square is equal to c by a. Call this as 1, call this as 2. Now alpha into 1 plus n is equal to minus b by a implies square on both sides. Square on both sides. What do you get? Alpha square into 1 plus n square is equal to b square by a square. Here what is alpha square? Alpha square is equal to c by na. What we'll do is we'll substitute alpha square value in equation 3. Let us call this as 3, and let us call this as 3, and let us call this as 4. Now what we'll do is we'll put 3 in 4. In 3 we have alpha square is equal to c by na. In 4 you have alpha square into 1 plus n whole square is equal to b square by a square. Now here in alpha square place I'll put c by na. C by na, this is c by na into 1 plus n whole square is equal to c by na into 1 plus n whole square is equal to b square by a square. Now a gets cancelled here, cross multiply. ac into 1 plus n whole square is equal to n b square is the required condition. Okay, see here in the entire problem what we have done is they have given that one root is n times the other. So one root we have taken as alpha, other root we have taken as n alpha. Next we are finding sum of roots and product of roots. What is sum of roots? Alpha plus n alpha, that will be equal to minus b by a as per this equation. So alpha into 1 plus n is equal to minus b by a. Similarly product of roots alpha and alpha will be c by a. If you multiply these two you are getting n alpha square. Alpha square value here is c by na. Here what we are doing is we are squaring on both sides. If you square on both sides you get alpha square into 1 plus n whole square is equal to b square by a square. Now what we are doing in this equation is we are substituting alpha square value here in equation 4. Whatever is there in 3 you are substituting in 4. So what do you get? You get c by na into 1 plus n whole square is equal to b square by a square. 1a gets cancelled here, cross multiply. Finally you get ac into 1 plus n whole square is equal to n b square. That is the required condition. Find two consecutive positive even integers such whose sum of whose squares is 340. Now you need to find two positive integers whose sum of squares is 340. Okay. Solution. What is given? Given sum of two positive sum of squares of two positive even integers is equal to 340. Let the two integers be 2 lambda and 2 lambda plus 2. Why we are taking it as 2 lambda? Because they are saying it is sum of even integers. So you are taking as 2 lambda. The next even integer will be 2 lambda plus 2. If 2 is the integer, next integer is 4. Next even integer is 4. That's why we are adding 2. Okay. So 2, let us consider 2 lambda and 2 lambda plus 2 as positive integers. Now, let the two integers be this. What is given? Given 2 lambda square plus 2 lambda plus 2 whole square is equal to 340. Now, we square it. We open the square. What do you get? 4 lambda square here. 4 lambda square plus 8 lambda plus 4 is equal to 340. Plus 8 lambda square plus 8 lambda plus 4 minus 340 is equal to 0. 8 lambda square plus 8 lambda minus 336 is equal to 0. This goes in 8 table. Let us take 8 common. Lambda square plus lambda, 8 4s are 32, 8 2s are 16 is equal to 0. Now we will factorize this equation. 42 you have. You can take 6 and 7. Lambda square plus 7 lambda minus 6 lambda minus 42 is equal to 0. So if you take lambda common, you get lambda into lambda plus 7 minus 6 into lambda plus 7 is equal to 0. So you have, if you take lambda plus 7 common, you have lambda plus 7 into lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. Lambda plus 7 is equal to 0 or lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. Lambda is equal to minus 7 or lambda is equal to 6. Here lambda is 6, since 6 is positive. It is given in the question that you have to consider only positive integer. Now if lambda is 6, what is 2 lambda? 2 lambda is equal to 2 into 6, that is 12. 2 lambda plus 2 is 2 lambda plus 2 is 2 into 6 plus 2, that is 12 plus 2, that is 14. So therefore 12 comma 14 are the two positive integers. I hope you understood the question, children. Let us discuss the next question. Next question, children. Solve the following equation. What is the given equation? 2x power 4 plus x cube minus 11x square plus x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now here the degree here is 4, but we are discussing about quadratic expressions or equations. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll divide this equation by x square so that it becomes a quadratic equation. Now here this is not a quadratic equation. What will I do is consider what is the given equation? 2x power 4 plus x cube minus 11x square plus x plus 2 is equal to 0. Dividing with x square, what do we get? 2x power 4 by x square plus x cube by x square minus 11x square by x square plus x by x square plus 2 by x square is equal to 0. Now what do we get here? 2x square plus x minus 11 plus 1 by x plus 2 by x square is equal to 0. Let us club x square terms together and x terms together. 2x square plus 2 by x square plus x plus 1 by x minus 11 is equal to 0. 2 into x square plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 by x minus 11 is equal to 0. Now, what we'll do here is, we'll assume x plus 1 by x as a. Okay, so that it will be reduced in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. We have to get it in, we are trying to get the equation in this form. Now, let x plus 1 by x is equal to a. This implies what? X square plus 1 by x square plus 2 is equal to a square, on squaring on both sides. This is like a plus b, a square plus b square plus 2ab. 2ab is 2 into x into 1 by x. In that case, here 2 into x into 1 by x is equal to a. X gets cancelled, so you have x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 is equal to a. This implies x square plus 1 by x square is equal to a minus 2. Okay, let us substitute x plus 1 by x as a and x square plus 1 by x square as a minus 2 in this first equation. Let us call this as equation 1. Substituting x plus 1 by x as a and x square plus 1 by x square as a minus 2 in 1. What do you get? 2 into a square minus 2 plus a minus 11 is equal to 0. So what do you get here? 2a square minus 4 plus a minus 11 is equal to 0. Here you get 2a square plus a minus 15 is equal to 0. So here you have a. Now, let us factorize this equation. 2a square plus a minus 15 is equal to 0. 2 into 15, 30. 6 5s are 30. So you can write it as 2a square plus 6a minus 5a minus 15 is equal to 0. 2a into a plus 3 minus 5 into a plus 3 is equal to 0. If you take a plus 3 out, a plus 3 into 2a minus 5 is equal to 0. This implies a plus 3 is 0, 2a minus 5 is equal to 0. This implies a is equal to minus 3, a is equal to 5 by 2. If a is minus 3, this implies x plus 1 by x is equal to minus 3. So what do you get? X square plus 1 by x equal to minus 3. Take x up. X square plus 1 is equal to minus 3x. Bring this 3x here. X square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now let us find the roots of it. How to find the roots? X is equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So here x is equal to minus b means minus 3. Minus 3 plus or minus under root of 3 square minus 4ac, that is minus 4 into 1 into 1 by 2a. 2a is 2 into 1. So what do you have here? X is equal to minus 3 plus or minus 3 square 9, 9 minus 4 is 5. Minus 3 plus or minus root 5 by 2. So here you have two values. One is minus 3 plus root 5 by 2, other value is minus 3 minus root 5 by 2. Now let us take another value of a. What is another value of a? 5 by 2. let us solve with 5 by 2. If x plus 1 by x equal to 5 by 2, what is that you get? Take x up. X square plus 1 by x equal to 5 by 2. Cross multiply. 2 into x square plus 1 is equal to 5x. 2x square plus 2 is equal to 5x. Bring this 5x here. 2x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. X square plus 1 by x equal to 5 by 2. We have cross multiplied. You got 2x square plus 2 is equal to 5x. We brought this 5x here, so it is 2x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now, let us find the value of x here. X is equal to minus of minus 5 plus or minus under root of minus 5 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 2 by 2 into 2, because that is 2 into a. X is equal to 5 plus or minus under root of 25 minus 16 by 2 2s are 4. X is equal to 5 plus or minus under root of, what do you get here? 25 minus 16, that is 9 by 4, which is nothing but x equal to 5 plus or minus 3 by 4. So x is 8 by 4 comma 2 by 4. So x is 2 comma 1 by 2. Therefore, minus 3 plus or minus root 5 by 2 comma 2 comma 1 by 2 are the roots of the given equation. Roots of given equation. I want you to take one problem for homework. Take this as homework. Solve x square plus 1 by x square minus 5 into x plus 1 by x plus 6 is equal to 0, where x is not equal to 0. Here the hint is take x plus 1 by x as a.